Khammam Task Force police on Sunday arrested a man and seized 40 quintals of PDS rice from a house in Khammam, Telangana. The task force ACP said that acting on a tip-off, the police raided the house and found the rice stored illegally. The seized stock was valued at around 1.3 lakhs. China's export rose more than expected in November, helped by a temporary tariff pause with the US factory activity remains weak, and earlier front-loading benefits have faded, pointing to a difficult 2026. Exports grew 5.9% year-on-year, reversing a 1.1% drop in October and beating the 3.8% forecast. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari on Sunday laid out an expansive development roadmap for Nagpur, unveiling proposals that range from a rupees 700 crore agriculture college to a new flyover connecting Mihan at the airport, widespread road upgrades, overhauled public spaces, and a complete reconstruction of Nagpur University. Farmers in Kathua protested a persistent urea shortage, alleging that urea is being illegally diverted to Punjab and sold at 450 to 500 per bag with the support of the Agriculture Department. Hundreds gathered at the Bhajwal distribution center, claiming the black market trade is causing major losses for local farmers. India is taking rapid industry and policy steps to promote green ammonia production. Green ammonia avoids the use of natural gas or coal. It is made by combining green hydrogen produced through electrolysis with atmospheric nitrogen. The process is carbon-free, reducing the environmental impact of the fertilizer industry. Pakistan's trade deficit widened at a faster pace of 37% to 15.5 billion in 5 months of the current fiscal year after exports plunged and imports grew in double digits. Imports grew to $28.3 billion during the July-November period, a jump of $3.3 billion compared to a year ago. The Pakistan Bureau of Statistics stated that exports fell to 12.8 billion in 5 months, down 6.4% year-on-year. Telangana Irrigation and Civil Supply Minister N. Uttam Kumar Reddy urged Food Corporation of India for additional allocation of parboiled rice, clear pending dues, extend custom milled rice timelines, provide more railway rakes, and expand FCI storage capacity, calling these essentials to protect Telangana's farmers and ensure smooth functioning of PDS. The central government's new instructions regarding the production and supply of fortified rice kernels rice have raised the hackles of Punjab rice shellers. According to the new orders, FRK manufacturing units will first have to produce and stack the fortified rice. Only after the food ministry team collects sample in their presence and the test reports are found to be correct, can this FRK rice can be procured by the Food Corporation of India for the public distribution system. Japan's average retail rice price hit a new record high for the first time in 3 weeks. According to Agriculture Ministry data, in the week ended last Sunday, the average price of rice sold at about 1,000 supermarkets across Japan rose by 23 yen from the previous week to 4,335 yen per 5 kg, the highest since the survey began in March 2022. Chinese exports to Southeast Asia are growing at almost twice the rate of the past 4 years as Donald Trump's trade war pushes Beijing to tighten trade links with its neighbors. Chinese exports to the 6 largest economies in Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Singapore, Thailand, the Philippines, Vietnam, and Malaysia, rose 23.5% from $330 billion to $407 billion in the first 9 months of the year. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Commodity Today for your daily dose of agri-market news. Until then, stay productive, stay informed and have a great day ahead. Thank you.